you will always, mark my word, you will always, when you move here or when you move into China, you will always be Hotel. You speak English, right? 你会说中文吗？可以啊。
Professional investors 就是专业投资人。
So I just arrived to Hong Kong. It's Sunday lunch, like that.
从来没有，今天是第一次。
And I'm gonna spend a few days here. It's mainly because of work, but of course I'm gonna try to explore as much as possible when I'm in this beautiful city. I was here the first time 11 years ago. Then you understand how old I am. And there are two things that I noticed. Even though I've lived in Shanghai for a long time, there are two things that I've noticed. First of all, it's a freaking sauna in here. It's so humid. Second of all, that their English level is way better than Shanghai. And of course, yeah, it's more international, there are more foreigners living here, they have more English schools, etc. But it's very, very noticeable. Third thing, they're way more polite here. It feels like this is way more developed. Oh my god, look at this guy. This view is just amazing. Look at that beauty. Today I'm not gonna do all the touristy thing, but one thing that I missed last time when I was here was actually to go with these ferries. We're traveling over the river, or the water, whatever you call it. It costs 2.7 Hong Kong dollars. I've noticed something here in Hong Kong. Everything is like 3 or 4 times the price as in Shanghai. Casual Monday. I've always wanted to ride one of those. I didn't do it last time. I think I've never done it in London, so I want to try one of these double-decker trains, because they look freaking amazing. And I guess it's a good way to like go through the financial center.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record. For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the on record, off record.
I've always wanted to be on one of those.
When it's in they throw the deuces, guess I had to pivot, shooting the bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, bucket tax. That's a joke, tell him laugh. Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, but get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to let no time to waste.
I love these small little markets. It doesn't really exist in Shanghai anymore, but Hong Kong still has it. Shanghai basically washed it out because of the e-commerce business. No one really needs to go to a market anymore. You just go into Taobao and buy everything. But here, you can stroll around like back in the good old days. I really like Hong Kong. So instead of doing the classic 10 things to do here in Hong Kong, I wanted to talk more about the difference between living in mainland China and living in Hong Kong, because a lot of people always struggle with that. Should I move to Hong Kong? What's the difference? How is the life difference? What is the cost difference, etc. So I wanted to dissect that just a few seconds here just for you guys, because as you know, I try to deliver the best freaking possible content for you. I have never lived in Hong Kong. I have a lot of friends that have lived and are currently living here in Hong Kong. I have lived in Beijing, I lived in Shanghai, I visited Chongqing and Shenzhen, as you probably have seen on this YouTube channel. So, living in Hong Kong, what I've heard is, first of all, really freaking expensive. My friend that I met yesterday, he lives in a 36 square meter apartment, very central, but 36 square meters, it's not very big, and he pays 16,000 Hong Kong dollars each and every month for that apartment. If you would have the similar one in Shanghai, central of Shanghai, not like creme de la creme, but still central of Shanghai, you can probably get that for like between 5,000 and 8,000. So it's basically half price living. If you want to live bigger, if you want to live larger, yes, then it starts to cost like crazy in this city. That's the first thing. The second thing, like living expenses. Yesterday when we went out to eat dinner, we ordered 4 dishes, like plain, like very simple, like yeah, Chinese dishes. Of course the view was amazing, but still we ended up paying 500 per person. Here that is normal, but in Shanghai that's just crazy. That's just, if you go to M on the Bund, maybe then you can get up to those prices. In Shanghai you can go and eat at a quite fancy restaurant, at least Chinese food, for like 200 RMB and be more than full when you walk away from there. I haven't bought groceries, I haven't bought, I don't know, shampoo and cameras and stuff like that, so I don't know those prices. What I've seen, just for a basic judgment, it's quite expensive here. So, and also what I wanted to add to that is that in Shanghai the subway costs between like 3 and 4 RMB. Here you pay almost like 11-10, so always double the prices for everything that you do here compared to mainland China. Of course you make way more money here, but to enjoy this life money-wise, some of my friends have said you need a corporate card, a carte blanche, as we say in French, in order to really enjoy this city. So think about that before you move here. The second thing I wanted to talk about is how it is to get into the community here. You will always, mark my word, you will always, when you move here or when you move into China, you will always be a foreigner. It doesn't matter how good Cantonese or Chinese you speak, you will always be looked upon as a foreigner. That's just how it is. However, here people speak more English here. They're more well educated, they're more Western, if I could say it like that. So you will probably find more relationship, you will find more in common with the people, the locals that live here in Hong Kong compared to the mainland Chinese. That's just from experience. If you have any other thoughts, just tell me below. I'm not trying to judge anyone here, that's just what the experience that I have had. Also, the way of life here. Here you live so like crammed up in small apartments, sky high, which you can do in Shanghai as well, but here it's way more intense. But the beauty of living here is that you have all the nature surrounding these islands. You can go just 20 minutes away, you can go to the beach, enjoy the summer, get some suntan. You can go snorkeling, diving, you can do a lot of like nature activities. So it feels like you're basically like just next to a jungle all the time, and there's a lot of water and stuff. So the quality of life is quite good here if you can pay for it. In Shanghai, it's like you have to travel like 3 hours outside of Shanghai to get some actual nature. So Shanghai is very like city dense.
Been around the world, don't speak the language, but your booty don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when
the last thing is a kind of a sensitive thing. I don't know if I should really talk about this or not, but in Hong Kong, especially when I walk around with cameras like this, I have not got interrupted one single time when I've been vlogging here, even if it's at the tram or in the subway or walking on the streets or anywhere. I've never got bothered. But in China, mainland China, it doesn't take 3 seconds until the guard is like, no, you can't do that, or you can't film that, you can't do that, all the freaking time. And I respect that. I mean, if they don't want me to film, I'll just stop. But you always feel watched when you're in mainland China, and here you're a little bit more free in a sense. I guess that's just a small little update that I wanted to talk about. More than that, this city seemed great. Do I want to live here? I love Shanghai. So one thing you have to see is of course Victoria Peak when you are in Hong Kong. Jesus, it's hot in Hong Kong. We're sweating like crazy, but it's worth it. Look at that view. Let's throw up that drone and show you a little bit more, huh?
Oh,